Greetings and salutations, one and all. Welcome to the night shift. How you doing? I know some people going, wait, where's Stu? Why can't I see you? Here I am. Big ups to all those who are locked in right now on TuneIn Radio. On the night shift with DJ Kevin Stu, Rotterbox.net, the Foundation Radio Network, and all affiliate stations globally. Welcome to the night shift. Those tuning in on PEMG TV, big ups to you. And of course, kevinstew.com, home of the night shift. Welcome. Glad to have you. Couldn't do it without you. And believe me, I wouldn't even try.
Black Woman 22 Music.
Kicking it off with a little new music from Black Woman 22 Music. Yeah, this is the Long Road Rhythm instrumental.
No. Night and day, and no breaks. The long way, me not stray. And don't play, and obey. Get your
bouncy, isn't it? You like it? No, you don't like it? I like it.
Yeah. For real.
Of course, numbers to get you into it, 773-789 Stu.
Yeah. Listen. Night and day. And no breaks. The long way. Me not stray. Yeah. Although the journey long, me not go stray. Yeah. Never.
This is the producer.
No.
Herself.
We go hard, night and day. No shortcuts and no breaks.
This is Caramanti.
The long way and from
the title track. It's called Long Road.
And don't play. In God trust and obey. And you must get your pay. Just in time, no delay. Mix me with why you must say mad God. Me not go down for me if you wear not damn brand. Me not go violate and go round God plan. This ya free now bow down to no man. Only hard a real foundation. Black God not gal meditation. Blood take obligation. This me life yo, no hesitation. Just greed yo, not desperation. So them cut the thing short and the thing long. Them a weekends, I a night strong. Me never mind them, caressing song. Me go hard, night and day. No shortcuts and no breaks. Me a take the long way. And from that, me not stray. Stay focused and don't play. In God trust and obey. And you must get your pay. Just in time, no delay. Them long mental discipline. Always a compete and one win. Since a competition, more of them in. No fashion, them show them sell anything. I create me no in a competing. I want me only fi competing. Them no know so them don't know what them thing. A follow man, we a follow man. So them lazy free fi work so them big things. Who no big pan them back.
I want to say thank you to Pulsey Media Group.
Cause medicine, now take no shortcuts, we're to God king. Me go hard, night and day. No shortcuts and no breaks. Me at
They're responsible for sponsoring this initial segment of the show.
Focus and don't play.
When being in the moment is priceless.
And you must get your pay. Just in time, no delay.
Pulsey Media Group is the people to call.
I when me short a break, I still make me trick, me nah follow them step, cash out cut win debt, I me no got no regret, cause me know me a get there. Me go hard, night and day, no shortcuts and no breaks. Me a take the long way, and from that, me not stray. Stay for
no shortcuts.
in God trust.
You like it?
Black Woman 22 Music.
I kind of like the bones in this one.
Yeah.
Caramanti. The rhythm is called the Long Road Rhythm. Black Woman Production. Caramanti is the brainchild behind it. Good evening, guest 264. How you doing?
Stay focused and don't play. In God trust and obey. And you must get your pay. Just in time, no delay. Mix me with why you must say mad God. Me nah go get up on me if you wear no damn brand. Me nah go violate, nah go round God plan. This your queen nah bow down to no man. Only hard a real foundation. Black God not gal meditation. Blood take obligation. This me life yo, no hesitation. Just greed yo, not desperation. So them cut the thing short and the thing long. Them a weak friends, I a nice song. Me never mind them, caressing song. Me go hard, night and day. No shortcuts and no breaks. Me a take the long way. And from that, me not stray. Stay focused and don't play. In God trust and obey. And you must get your pay. Just in time, no delay. Them long mental discipline. Always a compete and one win. Since a competition, more of them in. No fashion them, show them sell anything. I create me no in a competing. I want me all me fi competing. Them no root so them.
As we wait to connect with Kingston, Jamaica.
Lazy free fi book so them big things. Who no big pan them back so them get through. Me a work smart, focus medicine. Now take no shortcuts, we're to God king. Me go hard, night and day. No shortcuts and no breaks. Me a take the long way. And from that, me not stray. Stay focused and don't play. In God trust and obey. And you must get your pay. Just in time, no delay. Along the road me a take, a blood, tears and sweat, and when me shot a breath, I still make the trick, me nah follow them step, cash out cut me in debt, and me no got no regret, cause me know me a get there. Me go hard, night and day, no shortcuts and no breaks. Me a take the long way, and from that, me not stray. Stay focused and don't play. In God trust and obey, and you must get your pay. Just in time, no delay.
Black Woman 22 Music.
Say me want the house the land. Speed off in motor van. Can't do it without a plan because
This is the sound of Gemini.
it's Gemini, the tech.
And if you're looking for him, his name is spelled kind of different.
Warning, yeah, poverty fi
The
done.
Gemini is spelled Gemynie.
I'm on it, 'cause all the boys and the girls in a warning.
Gemynie. Gemini.
If you done a morning, too much hungry
The
baby.
track is called Warning. I want to take this one once more from the top.
Black Woman 22 Music.
Say me want the house the land. Speed off in motor van. Can't do it without a plan because poverty gone out of hand. It's Gemini, the tech.
You wanna tell me why this thing decided it's not going to
Warning,
cooperate?
but if you done a morning, a morning, 'cause all the boys.
This is how equipment get big stones, you know.
A warning, yeah, poverty fi done a morning.
A good friend of mine would say
A morning, too much hungry.
the most expensive frisbee.
You see them a struggle for the power too much, like a them alone to eat.
I'm not gonna call anybody's name.
Educated fools make everybody.
Good evening, Sir Rockwell.
So you love me, but you know that you know. Take a day and I'm in life, I get you working it rough. You know, see no cash, but everybody broke. And every time we look at what things, so we get on the rock. Take what we now call for the equal rights, so you talk. And so not money. Disaster like global warming. We are one. The ladder with the glasses, see with the blind man, see with the glasses. Set revolution a start, so we see we no warning. A warning, yeah, poverty if you done a warning. If you done a morning,
Let me know if you like this bounce.
a warning, yeah,
Rhythm is called the Long Road Rhythm.
morning. A morning, too much hungry belly voice calling. So them stop chat, what's that? The system fracture. Can your words in my time for your actions? Poverty not real, everybody know it abstract. If you think I lie, Google it, check the laptop. Too much money you know from the ghetto with a drop top. Unless you want to chop, them poor him watch. Capitalist, them group up and laugh.
I'm coming up in the 10th, at about 10:30.
Call for the equal rights, so you talk. And something not money. Disaster.
We have Sylvia Sharps, who's no stranger to this show.
The ladder with the glasses, see with the blind man, see to the glasses. Set revolution a start, so if you win a warning, yeah, poverty if you done a morning, if you done a morning, a warning, cause all the boys and the girls them balling. A warning, yeah. Poverty fit in a morning, if it in a morning. A morning, too much hungry belly boys calling. You see them a struggle for the poor too much. Like a them alone they eat, you a money so much. Every hour when you wanna sick with too much. Educated fools make everybody dance. You see them a struggle for the poor too much. Like a them alone.
The track is called Warning. And someone who can tell us about some warnings. Hailing from Kingston, Jamaica. Owen, you there with us?
Yeah, Kev, I'm here. What's up, man?
Yeah, he's here.
Good evening to yourself and to the listeners.
Yeah, big ups, Owen. How you doing, man?
Big holiday for you, man. I know you're enjoying the long weekend.
It could be longer.
Always.
Yeah, back on the grind tomorrow for some. And I say for some because some didn't get off. Some still had to be grinding. So,
okay.
Big ups to the nurses out there. Big ups to the doctors. Big ups to essential services. Really appreciate of y'all. All right, so what's going on in Sunny Isle of Jamaica?
Yeah, well, school resumed for most schools today. So with all of the what comes with that, the anxieties of the parents and of the children, challenges that usually accompany the reopening of school, and for the corporate area, that also included some traffic concerns.
Yes.
I think it's fair to say, Kev, that the disaster that some persons were expecting didn't materialize.
That's
I've
good.
seen commendations. Yeah, I've seen commendations going out to the police force. Certainly, they were out in significant numbers this morning, and certainly what I passed through. So there were heavy presence, high visibility of the police to monitor traffic and reroute persons around obstacles and that kind of thing. So,
nice.
I really never experienced significant delays, and others who reported even on the media suggested that the corporate area traffic, for the most part, went well.
Excellent.
For the most part, yes.
Now, with you working out of New Kingston to say you didn't have that kind of issue, then that's a good thing.
Right.
Because I remember my days working in New Kingston.
It could have been much worse, eh? Yeah, could have been much more challenging.
Okay.
I understand some persons traveling from St. Catherine, Portmore, and Spanish Town, for instance. Some of those routes had some challenges along the way, but I don't think
that's normal.
I don't think it amounted to what people expected. I think it represented some delays, but not as badly as persons were fearing.
Okay, so what do you have on tap for us tonight?
All right, so this evening I want to spend 2 minutes talking about something that very likely affects or has been part of the life of some of our listeners, and that is remittances.
Yes.
Certainly it's an important issue for us here in Jamaica, where a large part of our foreign currency is sourced through this particular channel. And if you talk about the social impact of remittances, we know exactly the difference it can make in the lives of families who are back here waiting on the money to come to send the kids back to school and to buy the school shoes and all these other things that remittances allow persons here to do. So I want to spend 2 minutes this evening just talking about some of the legal considerations around that process and why it is that process is set up the way it is. So other persons will go into detail as to how important the sector is. At different points, we're told that over $2 billion of the Jamaican gross domestic product is sourced through remittances. So it's a very, very significant industry rivaling tourism. Now, it means that it has to have some legal regulation, yes?
Right.
And so for some time now, the Bank of Jamaica has been the principal agent of regulation for that industry. And under the Bank of Jamaica Act, there are a number of provisions that apply to entities that operate in this business. Like so many other things since 9/11, there's heightened concern around the use of the remittance industry for movement of criminal proceeds. And so when we talk about the regulations in the remittance sector, a lot of it has to do with ensuring that the sector is protected rather from criminal proceeds, both in respect of terrorism and more recently in respect of scamming. So,
Right.
so those are some of the immediate concerns. But what tends to rub persons the wrong way, certainly when they interact with the agent who is, going to be estimated to send the funds to Jamaica or on the receiving end to receive the funds, is the due diligence that is required at the counter, the level of declarations that one has to make.
Mm-hmm.
And so I want to just, put persons on their guard in the session and the series. Let's talk quickly about what it is that will be expected when you visit an agent, or if some of these services are online, what is going to be required of you to be able to send money through remittance system into Jamaica. Or if you're in Jamaica, what it will require you to receive funds coming in from overseas, and why those provisions are in place. So for senders, you are going to be asked to confirm, obviously, your name and address. The fees are going to be stated, so they'll tell you exactly what it will cost. The conversion rate will be there. Now, if you are sending out of the US, you may be asked to share your tax number. In the case of most persons, that will be a social security number or a TIN, as the case may be. Of course, you'll be asked for identification, some satisfactory source or means of identification. It could be a driver's license or some other reliable source of identification. And in the case of transfers over a certain amount, currently the amount is US $1,000 or equivalent.
Right.
You're going to also be asked to prove the source from which those funds are coming. Now that is usually the sticking point that many senders have, and sometimes have a difficulty in proving what their source is. But just be aware that you'll be required to provide some proof of how you got this $2,000 that you're sending back to Jamaica.
I know I have sent money to Jamaica, and well, I haven't sent that much money to Jamaica, but I all I've had to produce is my license. As a matter of fact, there's an app for that now. So I don't even have to produce anything.
Online, right. Well, I tell you what, there's, I was about to call a name, but there are some services that are online now, which you would think about it as being very easy and painless. But if you really process that, it takes the method of payment already guarantees your identity.
Right.
So for instance, if you're using a credit card, surely your credit card company would have done a fair bit in confirming who you are,
right,
and your whereabouts and so on. So if you think about it, the remittance company now may not repeat those requirements because of the method that you're using. But certainly if you walk to the counter with cash and your ID, you're going to be required to prove all of these things. Yeah, with me?
Yeah, man. Right there
All
with
right,
you.
great. All right, so in respect of the receiver now, so the person who is picking up, Grandma out in St. Elizabeth, is picking up, she's going to have to be able to give the name of the sender. And usually the name she gives has to correspond with the name that the sender gave. So it can't be Punchinella. It has to be the name that the proper name that is on the sender's identification. Clearly, the recipient will need to know the amount and the currency, and will need to present his or her TRN on their ID. So the recipient has to have TRN and ID,
Right.
and any other information that may be critical to the disbursement of the funds. So sometimes the typical route is for you to collect the money in cash at the counter at your favorite WR station or whatever other location you visit. But you may also arrange for it to be paid directly into your bank account.
Right.
And of course, given what is required to open a bank account, then again we're saying the requirements of the law would have been fulfilled in opening the bank account.
Right. So that
And
takes care of
therefore-
some of the issues.
Indeed. However, before the remittance company can put the money into your account, the recipient is going to be asked, they're going to be contacted by the company to say there is potentially some funds here for you, but before we can put it into your account, you need to come into us, confirm that this is in fact your account, and we will then be able to put the money into your account.
Okay.
So that's a one-time activity though. So as long as the sender remains consistent for future transactions and it goes into the same account each time, then the recipient only has to do that validation on one occasion, the first occasion.
Right. Right. And
So
that makes it pretty easy for future transactions.
it would. So once it's a recurring arrangement, meaning from the same sender through the same institution, then there's no reason to keep revalidating.
Right.
So you'll only need to do that if the arrangements change. Different senders, so you might have asked a friend to do it for you, and of course the friend does it in their name. You'll have to communicate the name of your friend to your recipient so that they
Right.
can quote that information when they go to collect.
Just make sure that it's a trustworthy friend. It's a friend in the true sense of the word.
Yes.
Not just somebody you know and call
naturally.
your friend.
Right. Naturally, somebody who can be trusted with that kind of money to be sent to grandma. You don't want it going astray at all.
Yeah. It's only too many times you'd hear of incidents where that would happen.
Right.
And then you have to spend more money and book a plane ticket to go find the friend.
Yes. Yeah,
But
yes, for sure.
not that I'm encouraging anybody to do that kind of a thing.
Yeah, I want to end on the obligations now of the remittance agent. Obligations of the remittance agent under the law. So having fulfilled all of those requirements that the regulators have put in place, what are the obligations of the remittance agent to you, the sender, and to your recipient? Well, clearly, to provide a reliable service, one that converts the funds at the rate that is agreed on the day and delivers the money seamlessly and with the agreed charge. If the funds are not provided in reasonable time, then there's a recourse that can be brought by the recipient or the sender, as the case may be. And that is usually, again, through the regulator. Now, if it happens in Jamaica, which is usually where the recipient resides, since most of the traffic is from outside of Jamaica into Jamaica, then that is, of course, through the Bank of Jamaica. You make a report, and they will do some inquiries with the agency to find out what occurred, why it is that you didn't get your money, and hopefully they sort that out in good order so that we can send little Johnny off to school with his new shoes, etc., etc.
Right.
So those are the obligations, and those are how you would get those results if an issue arises.
Okay. Seems simple enough. But if all else fails and you need to get representation, legal representation involved, would that be something that your office would be able to handle?
Yes. Those are the times that we do that as well, yes. Doesn't happen very frequently, but it does occur from time to time, especially when the amounts are large and, there are holdups in the process, and it sometimes has legal and financial consequences for the recipient who may be waiting on it to get that transaction done, and there are some costs incurred while waiting,
Yes.
So yes, we can assist with that.
Excellent. Well, Owen, how do people get in touch with you in order to get that kind of assistance?
Okay, sure, right. So the email address, owenkferguson@hotmail.com and owenkferguson@gmail.com. Both of those arrive in the office. And the telephone number is 876-840-5862. That's 876-840-5862. And that is both voice and WhatsApp messages.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, Owen. Thank you much, bro. Appreciate it. Extend my greetings to the family.
A pleasure, man.
And we'll definitely catch up next week.
For sure, bro.
All right. Catch you later.
Yeah, man. We'll talk.
Yeah, man. Owen K. Ferguson, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take a quick little break, and when we come back, we get to sit and chat just for a little bit with the one and only Miss Sylvia Sharps. No stranger to the show, so it's an update. It's a quick update. Let's see what's going on. We'll be right back.
It's easy. Just call us 754-999-6020. Become a host today and place a TV monitor in a strategic location so it's easy to see. Get a 1-minute video ad or longer that plays anywhere in our network. Can't be a host? No problem. For a few dollars, we'll run your 30-second video ad. A host can run announcement specials like buy one get one free or discount ads. Let's turn your flyers into a 30-second video with music or a voiceover, or let us create and run your video ad with a spokesperson. Take advantage of our early enrollment discount. Join us today. Your ad will be seen at least 30 times per day in your AdShare TV neighborhood. It's easy. Just call us 754-999-6020. AdShare TV, part of Pulsing Media Group.
Music and Grave Lounge presents ISM, Mr. Vegas album release party, Saturday, September 15 at Grave Lounge, 4519 North Pine Island Road, Sunrise, Florida. ISM, Mr. Vegas, 20 years of hits, featuring Renaissance Disco, DJ Wizard, hosted by TC Flex and Jody and Gray. For info, 954-740-3258. That's 954-740-3258. Thanks, Mr.
Are you crazy about the music industry? You aspire to hit it big in music? Or maybe you've sweated out a soulful killer beat and are now stuck finding it's not as easy as it looked. Oh, but it can be easy for you with JTMC. We've been there. We know how it feels. So we solve challenges like production, promotion, marketing, branding and development, and more. With over 30 years of experience, JTMC is a one-stop shop for artists. We handle your graphic design, writing services, PR, as well as event planning, e-blasts, artist management, and bookings, so also your website and social media needs as well. We're experts in using creativity to persuade audiences on behalf of artists, drawing on our diverse experience to create projects that connect with audiences intellectually and emotionally. Artist success is everything to us, and our years of experience and commitment will be behind you for every one of your needs. If you've got music for the world to hear, whether you're a new or established artist, visit us at jtmcenterprise.com.
Greetings, Massive and Crew is the second annual Caribbean Celeb Basketball Game 2018 featuring FFY Team versus VP Records Team, going down on Saturday, October 6th at the Sunset Lakes Community Center Indoor Basketball Gym, 2801 Southwest 186th Avenue, Miramar, Florida. Is going to be at 1:30 p.m. It's a free event. This year's event is in aid of the Shaq's Hope Foundation in order to help those affected by sickle cell disease. Donations will be accepted at the game. Special appearance by Miss Jamaica, Florida 2018, Dion Calendar. Commentary by Sir Rockwell, Nico Rebel, and Echo Slim. Big up our sponsors: Da Flavor Radio, Elite Global, JTMC Enterprise, Rock the Box, The Foundation Radio, South Florida Caribbean News, Music Meets Sports, Reggae Flavors, Real Rockers, All Time Printing, Heavy Beat, Vin Studio, Gifted Roots, GMAC Music Solutions, Miss Jamaica, Florida, Carib Vibes, Light Back, and Kevin Stew. It's the second annual Caribbean Celeb Basketball Game.
Hi, this is Cara Manti, and you're listening to DJ Kevin Stew, and this is The Night Shift.
Everything about you, girl, is perfect. Anything you need, you're worth it. Bring your body, come, girl. I love the way you work it. Oh, your company, I love that. Oh, you're the one for me, I know that. Baby, you made me surrender. Oh, you made me surrender. Tell me how you down for me, baby. Tell me how you down for me, baby. Tell me how you down for me like when you get low. Down for me like when you get low. Down for me, baby. Tell me how you down for me, baby. Tell me how you down for me like when you get low. Down for me like when you get low.
Hey boy, me know say you a go like this. Boom, flick me back it up and get something for reminisce. The way me bend up on a bubble make your eye them a twist better. Never know them style ya exist. A long time now you a fantasize. Me ready now to pick it up and watch you between it. I got you hypnotized, I can see it in your eyes. I'm down, I'm ready for the temperature rise. I'm down for you, baby, let me shake that body ya. Nah, itch come in, no say ya this your comfort, baby. And I watch me bubble, make me shake me bumper. In a the ramping shop like when me do the teacher. Follow me lead, baby, I just do what I do. You stick on to me like a crazy glow. Bumper big and it a jump like a kangaroo. You love me and I'm in love with you. Are you down for me, baby?
That's when you know when the attributes are out there, you know.
Are you down for me like
Bump up big and a jump like a kangaroo. I want to welcome you all back to the show. New music coming at you from the doctor out of the UK. His name is Dr. D-O-C, no lie, D-O-K-T-O-R. Doctor.
no for them be hang Louis V stitch the hem while them up again. No for them a girl and
I promise you I'll play this one again for you later on. It's Doctor featuring Spice, the UK Jamaica connection.
sheets and me and make you come right.
And you know, it's not calling attention to anybody in particular. Not to say that anybody resembles that kind of a description or anything. It's just mere coincidence that my guest right now happens to be quite eye-catching as well as ear-catching. So she's easy on the eyes, she's easy on the ears, and she always leaves you feeling special. I don't know any other way to put it. This segment of our show brought to you courtesy of GMAC Music Solutions. Thanks to the guys over there. Give them a call, 754-307-GMAC. They can make your live event come to life. Audio equipment, being an engineer, you need background vocals for your production, call them. Tell them I sent you. All right? You got the hookup. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you none other than no stranger to this show. And again, that song had nothing, absolutely nothing to do with her, regardless. of the fact that she may resemble some of the description. Ladies and gentlemen, Sylvia Sharps.
Hey, Kevin, how are you?
You know,
Oh, goodness.
had I not developed a relationship with this woman already, I'd probably be in trouble. Thank God for connections.
Oh, goodness.
How
It
is
is
your?
indeed a pleasure to know you. You're good people.
I thank you. I thank you.
Crazy, but you're good people.
I resemble that remark. I'd like for you to
Yes, you
know.
do.
How has your
Oh,
Labor Day
Lord.
been?
How has today been?
Yes.
Oh, my God, it was so good. Let me tell you, I really appreciate Letty. He worked so hard. That's my other half. And working with me for the election and being my basic campaign manager.
Yes.
So, because, I work a job, but I do more volunteer stuff than I do stuff getting paid. And so, because of our budget, I couldn't really go out and buy my gear. But he does like good food, and I can't cook. So,
There you go. That's a combination right
yes,
there worth having.
yes. So I cooked some lima beans and hog jaws and some ribs and chicken wings in the oven, some rice, cornbread. He made the potato salad. And after I ate that, it was like, I don't know, I was done.
Done. And
We
ethnic
were
fatigue
knocked
shall come
out.
upon thee.
Oh my God, I was knocked out. It was sad and pitiful.
That's when you really say amen. And just
Yes.
put your head down.
Yes, that's it. You better say it before. You're going to be too tired to say it afterwards. Lord have mercy. But it was really good dinner. I thank God for my parents and my great-grandfather teaching me how to cook. And then it was exceedingly happy.
Of course.
Yeah.
Has he yet recovered
He's
from the
still a
meal?
little tired. Oh my God, he was running around like a chicken with his head cut off. He's gonna tomorrow go out and pick up the rest of the signs.
Okay.
And get that part cleaned up. That's the end of it.
Yes.
But the run was and there was some times that were frustrating because there was one challenger in the group that was challenging, to say the least. But overall, it was a great run, and I am so thankful to the people that believed in me enough to vote for me, even though I didn't win. I still ended up with 4,175 votes, and a little over 31%. So for a first-time run, that's actually good. So of course, because I really want to serve, I'm going to run again. I just haven't made a decision as to which position I'm going to run for, but
Now,
I'm definitely going to run again.
for those who are like, what run? What race is this? Good evening, guest 555. Welcome to the show. Just quickly update the listeners and watchers, the viewers.
My name is Sylvia Sharps. I ran for Palm Beach County Commission District 2 for this year. It was three of us at the end running, me, Greg Wise, and Emmanuel Morrell. And it was just really overall a really great run. Greg did win, and I'll support him 100% and work with him. I do believe that's what people need to do. You don't sit around and be grumpy about the fact that you lost and just refuse to work with her. And you can't do that because now they represent you.
Right.
He represents me on that commission. So since I've been involved before, of course, I'll continue to be involved. And it was a good run. We didn't have the issues that most people have. Actually, it's so funny. We went out canvassing to get out the vote at the beginning of our run. And we know each other. I mean, if it's just, it turned out, and we both said, whichever one of us wins, it'll be a good person. So we don't have an issue with that. Yeah. And then that's the way it should be.
Exactly.
You don't win, then you support the person that did win.
Right.
And I'm really hoping that type of attitude will spread itself throughout the Democratic Party, and we can come together, and all those that didn't win for the gubernatorial race can support Andrew Gillum as that person that should be governor in November of
Yeah,
2018.
as well as they should, right? So let
Yes,
me ask you
yes.
this. Now that that part is over, you mentioned that Lenny has to go tomorrow and pick up the signs from all
Hmm.
over. Would the placement of the signs, did y'all get a map and just put an X? Okay, there's a sign here. There's a sign here.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
okay, cool.
Actually, I printed the district map when I first decided to run after I prayed about it. And I printed the map, and then Lenny and I sat down, and we found that there were empty Walgreens stores on a lot of the major intersections.
Mm.
And so I called the corporate office, and they gave me the number for the district director. And I got his permission, to put my signs in front of those stores at
Oh,
those
nice.
corners. That was the first step.
Right.
And then the next thing then he did was he scoped out areas where there was the most traffic for District 2 because District 2 is so large. And he put signs out. I sent out about, I don't know, close to 3,000 emails. And I didn't do any mailings or anything because I have a lot of money. We only had $8,000, a little over $8,000,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
overall, really, to spend. And so
So you ran
I
your
think it'd be
campaign on
mm-hmm,
$8,000.
a little over $8,000. Yeah. Yeah. And, it was really funny because other people spent way more than I did. It was the whole point was people say grassroots, but like Liddy said, it's not grassroots, it's seed roots.
Seed
We
roots.
we have copyrighted that, and so that's what we're gonna run. We're gonna run a seed root campaign because somebody I know, you actually, said that grass can grow out of a mountain, but seeds can move a mountain. And of course, I got your permission to use that. And I'm going to because it makes sense. You use seeds to make a difference when you want to change a yard, when you want to change a landscape.
Yes.
Then you use seeds to do that. And so that's what we did. We did a seed root campaign where we knocked on doors and, I got a chance to meet the people. And once they heard me speak and they listened to me and got to know me, they believed in me. And that's what made a difference. I believe, in my campaign. And
Right.
because I believe in being a servant leader, where the whole point of running for office and representing people, you are a servant. That is who I am and what I'll continue to be. And so when I run again, I'm maintaining that. Nothing is going to change. I'm still going to do the same thing. Still not going to take money from big corporations. I'm still trying to represent the people overall, which means representing as corporations as well. But I don't want to have a whole lot of money from them that will possibly give people this thought that I'm not representing them if they don't have any.
Right.
It's
Right.
all
Right.
about, the image, and that's extremely important to me.
So with that, what is next? What's the first next step outside of picking up the signs? What's the first
picking up
next
signs,
step?
and then of course I already closed out the account, turned in my final report to Supervisor of Elections office. And then Lenny and I are doing research to determine what's my next step. Because like I said, I want to run again.
Right.
There are local elections coming up. There's other county elections coming up in 2020. So I got to make a determination as to whether or not I want to do a local or if I want to do another county, run. And then in the meantime, I'm open, and I will be advertising that I am open for motivational speaking engagements because I
Oh,
still
nice.
do the counseling, for delinquent youth, domestic violence victims, senior citizens, and now I can talk about my run and how real it is to get to know how people really are. You find out how, who your true friends are and what people really think about you when you run for office. And it's not just by their vote, it's by watching their actions when you're on trail because I did so many forums and so many meetings. And I
Right.
found out that people that I thought I could trust, you know, and I thought I knew were nothing like the impression they had given me. I mean, it was just amazing to me. And I know I mean, I'm sort of smart. I got a high GPA, a really high IQ.
Just sort of smart.
And I'm a minister. Yeah. But you get hit in the face with reality of how some people are just downright. I'm trying to put this in a nice way. I've never been politically correct anyway. So they are two-faced and they're underhanded and they're dirty. And they have no problem being that. I just don't understand how they can sleep at night. It doesn't make any sense. And then they look you right in your face and say, "What? What I do? You don't know what you did?" You know, I don't understand that. And then when you ask them a question, you know, about why they're doing what they're doing, it's like, what? I mean, I had one guy, he told me, he said, that's not what, he said something. He said that he supported a certain person for a position. He said it in a meeting, in a speech. And right after the speech, I walked up to him, I said, really? That's who you support? He said, that's not what I said. I said, that is what you said. I recorded. Do you want to hear it? He said, oh, you just took it the wrong way.
Oh, my goodness.
I swear to God, I thought I was meeting Trump face to face. It was just amazing to me. I said, so this is what they mean by, this is what Trump means when he says, what you hear is not what you hear.
Yeah, the
or
truth
what they
is
say
not,
is not
necessarily the truth.
The truth is not, the truth is not necessarily the truth. And I've never experienced that before. And so I was amazed. I swear to God. It made me so happy to be the way that I am. You know, you recognize that you're different.
Yes.
If you are different.
Yes.
And you appreciate being different. I appreciate how my parents raised me and how there are some things that I cannot and will not do. You know, period.
Guest 264 says, no sense being PC now, Sylvia. Call the snakes what they are.
Yeah, buddy, it's some snakes out there. Oh, my God. Just nasty little critters. And it's just disgusting. You know, the tactics that are used is amazing to me. And the things that are done and said to
discredit,
make it seem like you're the bad guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we were in a forum, and this one of the gentlemen that were running, Emmanuel Morel, said that I had this rich lawyer that was backing me, you know, and I was getting all this money. Now, if you look at my finance reports, you'll see that's not true. You know, period. Everybody know that. I mean, come on, man. And so when I got up to speak, I said, okay, I'm not going to argue with you about this. I'm not going to go back and forth with you. But when you find out who that lawyer is, let me know, because I really do need some money. And so I'm still looking for this lawyer that supposedly was backing me, because he ain't came up with the money yet. So
so
but
you're gonna go. So a part of the what next is to go find this lawyer.
Yes, that's the one. Yeah, I'm finding this lawyer. I want to meet this fella. Tell him he didn't do his part. But just to come out with a lie like that in front of people was just totally amazing to me. With no remorse, none. Just okay. So it is what it is. So I'm gonna continue to work. Like I said, I definitely want to work with Greg in his position. I am gonna run again for something, and I'm gonna push, you know, doing the motivational speaking, and continue to try to be there for people and to serve the communities that I serve.
What are some of the things that you're involved in the community right now? Oh
my goodness. Okay, so right now, Lady and I are working with this group that got started. I'm actually on the board of directors of the Annapolis group, and so we I'm going to help small businesses and new businesses. And I personally write business plans and grants and things of that nature. And so we're going to offer those services, to help them get started the right way, so they won't get overcome with a lot of overhead. A lot of businesses are in and out so fast because they don't realize just how much overhead can put them out of business.
Right, within the first 3 years.
Immediately, right. Yes. Because they don't think about it. Every piece of paper you use, you have to budget for. Every pen that you buy, you have to budget for. Advertisement is going to be, it should be your largest expense, but you have to work at getting the best deal that you can possibly get.
Right.
And then there's a lot of free advertisement now that people don't even know about.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're offering, that information to new businesses and small businesses and trying to help them become viable, without having to borrow $1 million to start out with.
Well, that's a big deal. With one of the things I talk about quite a bit is entrepreneurship and gaining financial independence. And if you can combine those two, then you're off to the races. But the journey, especially starting that journey, is usually where all the tripping up happens. So you end up going back into the rat race and doing the crab in the barrel. Everybody is pulling down everybody else to try to get to the top.
Because they don't understand that you don't have to fight everybody that's doing the same that you're doing.
Right.
Because there's going to be something that you don't really have a great strength in. So instead of fighting someone that may be offering similar services, why not partner with them on certain things? Why not partner with them to do responses to RFPs and trying to get federal contracts and things of that nature? There's strength in numbers.
Yes.
It is better for the whole neighborhood to come to an agreement and improve their homes than it is for one house on a block to be painted and think they've had a great impact on the neighborhood.
Right.
Yeah. So trying to convince people of that is in itself an astronomical task. But once you actually get some people to listening, then it becomes a major move force.
Which, of course, is what you're setting out to do in this what next phase.
That's it. You know what I found? And me being as blunt and honest as I am, I found that the largest resistance comes from, unfortunately, and I'm saying this as a Black woman, comes from other Black women and some white men, to be perfectly honest with you.
Really?
Some Black women don't like other Black women who are strong. There's that domination effect, I guess, or I don't want you doing more than me or getting more attention than I do. And then with the white men thing, it's like, who do you think you are? You Black woman, you need to start somewhere. No, I was telling you, remember when I first started the run, I had someone make the statement that there's already a Black person on the commission. Why do we need another one? So, with already the struggle of trying to prove that I know what I'm doing, I know what I'm talking about, I have the experience and the education and the skills to go with what I say, I then have to prove myself. And it's true, I have to prove myself because of the color of my skin, because of the fact that I'm a woman, and because of the fact that I'm not doing it to try and diminish any other woman's effect on society.
Right.
I am happy when I see other people do well. I have always been happy. That's how we were raised. You know, when our sisters and brothers, even the ones who were foster kids, when they did good or when they got adopted, it was a major thing. It was just awesome that these things happen. That's how I was raised. So anytime somebody does good, it doesn't matter to me if they're doing better than me. I am happy for them.
We all celebrate
You
their
know.
success.
Yes, yes. But you got some people that got downright angry because they said I had the nerve to try and run for county commission. Who would I think I was? Well, I think that I am a servant of God and the people. It's just that simple. And I have no problem in going and taking the message out or sitting on dais helping to make a decision after I listen to the people that would be best for the people. I have no problem saying if I don't know something, I don't know it, but I'll do everything that I can to find out what the truth is so I can do a good job at it. Those are my strengths.
Once again, 773-789-STEW gets you in touch. 773-789-7839. We just have a few more minutes with Sylvia. If you want to get a word in, ask her a quick question, ask her a little bit of advice. Got a message in the chat. That's why I love Sylvia. So real.
Thank you. Yeah, I am. I get in trouble for that too.
I don't know. Real what? Real what exactly? I don't know.
I can be real honest. I can even, I have this great sense of humor. I can be real stupid. Like, I can. Oh my God, I love to laugh. Laughing is so important to me. And Lenny and I will sit and we'll watch TV, or we'll go to the mall and watch people because
those
people
two are
are
one and
so
the same,
interesting.
though.
Oh my God, yes. But it's so funny. Folks don't even realize that they funny. And that's the other thing. I can laugh at myself. I walked around this house for 35 minutes one day looking for my damn phone. You know what my phone was?
In your hand?
In my hand.
There we go. What was really interesting is if you were talking on it, saying that you were looking for it. Now that is when it would be really interesting.
You know how I figured out I had it all the time? When I threw it on the bed because I got disgusted about looking for it, I couldn't find it. That's when I realized I had it. And of course, I immediately called Lenny and told him. And he was like, "You should tell nobody that." Like, why not? I'm sure. Because it was so funny to me. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that's what I love about life. You have to be willing, able to laugh at yourself.
Right.
Because, people just take themselves way too seriously.
Yeah, life's too short to not stop and laugh.
It is.
I do have a really good friend, and I use the word friend in the sincerest form. And I remember when she started doing her 100 Days of Happy from learning about it on this group on social media. And that's the kind of thing that she encourages, take 5 minutes and just be happy. And just allow it to infect you.
Yes.
That's the kind of infection you want to get.
That's right. No, that's right. That's so true. Yeah, it is. It is.
So, and over the weekend, I about, I don't know, probably 1,200 of other people and counting, got to see her in her element. We were at this paint and sip event over the weekend. And music was playing. And she grabbed the mic. And let me tell you, this woman put it down.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, it's if you haven't seen it, I'll make sure I send it to you so you can watch it.
Yeah, please do. I enjoy anything positive.
She put it down.
Cool beans.
So, Melody, wherever you are right now, you have the perfect name. Because
yes, Melody. I like Melody. I've never met her, but I like her. I follow her on social media. I told this guy, one of the gentlemen that's running for office, as a matter of fact, he said something on social media. I sent him a message. I said, just find you're happy. That's what Melody said.
See?
He was like, huh? He was like, huh? I'm like, just, you find you're happy because you need a happy bad.
See? That right there. Yep.
Oh my God. Yes.
See?
I love her for that. I do.
And
I do.
people, this is what I tell you. When I say, and well, when you hear Sylvia says that she interacts with the people, this is exactly it. Here it is. She doesn't know Melody, but she knows Melody.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of person that you'd want to have access to. That's the kind of person that you'd want hearing your grosses, in my opinion, because they can connect. And I like that about you, Sylvia. You can connect.
Aww. Thank you.
Ever since we met years ago, and not to sound cliche, we just connected. But Lenny is the same way. And
yeah, I am so blessed. He has that kind of personality.
Yeah. So
yeah, he don't make no strangers.
I can say I have witnessed Sylvia and Lenny enjoying life, laughing at people.
Yes, Lord.
Because they make no qualms about laughing at me, but I have no problems with it because we get to reciprocate.
That's true.
And I wanna thank you also, Sylvia, for taking the time out to give us this quick update and overview of what the run has been like, and some of the things that you intend to get into. It's good to know that you're not just, okay, I ran, I didn't win, I'm done, I'm putting it down, I'm just gonna move on or crawl under a rock somewhere. It's good to know that you're gonna remain active. In fact, to get more active, because you said you're gonna do this motivational speaking also, but that is something that you've done before.
Right. Yeah, I'm just gonna go back into it, and I want to go as hard as I possibly can. I slowed down a lot, especially for the run, because I, worked on the run for about 14, 16 months. So now I'm ready to, go back out there. I do travel. Doesn't matter where it is, I'll go. You pay for the ticket, I'm on my way.
Okay. Yeah.
In the hotel room. Don't make me sleep in the bus, the bus depot. But I'm not free, but I am reasonable.
Right. But seriously though, there are three things that I have learned that you can have. You can have cheap, you can have fast, and you can have good quality. However, you really and truly can get only 2 out of the 3 at any one time. If you want something right. If you want the good quality, chances are you can get it fast, but it won't be cheap.
That's right.
So know what you want, and that's kind of what I operate off myself ever since the first time I heard it. And I'm pretty sure that's what I hear you saying, because Sylvia does come with quality.
Yes.
But she'll be reasonable, but she won't be cheap.
Yes, I will. No, not free and I'm not cheap. But I'm reasonable.
If you want cheap, don't call her, because you're getting quality, and quality doesn't come cheap. So
that's true. So anybody that wants to talk to me, I when I ran, I had my cell number on my cards. It hasn't changed. Anybody that has my number, you can still call me. You still want to talk to me, still want to ask me questions, whatever I can do to help. My number is 561-876-5553. That's my cell number. And then my email is Sylvia.Sharps, SHARPS, @yahoo.com.
Yeah, I made sure to put the number in the chat. The email is real easy.
Mm-hmm.
I've had your name up on the screen for the whole time that we've been talking. So
Oh, thank you.
it's just put a
Thank you,
dot
Kevin.
between the first name and the last name, and it's yahoo.com.
Uh-huh.
Really easy. But the number is there in the chat room. For those of you who are unable to visit the chat right now on kevinstew.com, you can revisit. Don't worry. It will still be there in the chat. The chat resides right there on the page. So fret not. But that's how you can reach Sylvia. And don't think that she is not approachable or anything like that. The way I talk to her now is pretty much the way I spoke to her the first day we met. She is approachable. And what you see is really what you get.
True. It's true. And you know, you got to remember, while I try to be as tactful as possible, if you ask me a question and you really don't want the truth, or if you think about asking me a question, you really don't want the truth, my advice is that you don't ask me the question. Well, I can say that with much ease, because if you bring me the truth about something that I didn't do right or something I said wrong, I can accept it and I can actually work on, what I did wrong, and I won't be offended.
Yes.
So I'm the same way with people. If you want the truth, that's what you're gonna get. I'm not gonna pretend and not tell you the truth. It's just not gonna happen.
Yeah. And really and truly, there's no other way that you should go about it. It is just what it is. Sylvia keeps it real, and she is a minister. So it kind of comes with the territory.
Yeah, and you expect for your pastor or your minister to be that way with you, so you really can't get upset with them when they are. I mean, you can, but who you're hearing nobody but yourself.
Yeah, I can say, but I have known some real ministers, some real and down to earth ministers in my lifetime, and you just set the bar at another level.
Oh, thank you, Kevin.
You do.
And I want to tell you guys, too, Kevin is so good at what he does. He is great on the radio, and I got to talk to him about doing some advertisement. If you want to do any, you need to definitely get in touch with him and find out how you can. Kevin is such a personable person. He has this it thing going. It's a good thing. And I'm so proud of him for being the co-host for Miss Jamaica, Florida. I am very proud of you, Kevin.
I thank you.
I'm showing everybody a picture. I'm like, look at it.
You showed them my picture. I just showed them my jacket.
Jacket. I love the jacket. I told Lily, I said, that's a nice jacket, but you can't get one of those because he's 6'6". No, that's not going to work for him. Yeah, he's a little bit too big for that one.
Right, they'll mistake him for...
He already commands it. Yeah, he already gets attention. Can you imagine if he put that on?
They're going to say, look at his hedge coming.
Okay. Yeah, no, that would work.
Whereas I can get away being called a bouquet. They're going to say, look at his whole hedge walking down.
Whole hedge walking down the side. Lord have mercy. That's funny. Well, thank you for the opportunity to be on your show again. I promise to keep in touch.
It's my pleasure.
Everybody keep an eye out. I am running again, and again, I'm open for motivational speaking or just talking to you about your business. Give me a call.
Thank you very much, Sylvia. We will definitely stay in touch.
All right. Everybody have a good evening.
All right. Good night.
Bye, Kevin. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sylvia Sharps. We'll be right back after these messages. Matthew 28:19 says, "Go ye therefore and teach all nations." With this in mind, and encouragement received during a South Florida media conference, The Church Links was birthed. The Church Links is an interdenominational worship service portal for churches, providing the tools to spread the word through technology in a cost-effective way. The Church Links, www.dahchurchlinx.com. your links to worship and praise.
We're off to an early start for a long hot summer, but beat the heat with a dash of lemongrass refresher. This cool thirst quencher is a low sugar beverage made from the fevergrass plant, which has antioxidants, several wellness properties, and is a great lifestyle drink for all ages. Ah, that hits the spot. It's a new great taste. Have one today. Dash Lemongrass Refresher, distributed by Carib Atlantic Distributors. Call 954-614-0919. That's 954-614-0919. Life's a dash. Live well.
JTMC Music presents the highly anticipated, much talked about, The Juggling Rhythm Volume 1. This classic rhythm takes on a new life with tracks from both established artists and introduces some incredible new voices. Get your dancing shoes ready with The Juggling Rhythm, featuring international reggae dancehall artist Mr. Vegas, alongside Ian Sweetness, Ed Robinson, Jack Radix, Hezron, Dangling, Joanna Marie featuring Galaxy B, Denny Ranks featuring Jawiz, Ambalik, Christine Alicia, Yishka. Also the new sensations on the rhythm: Zeal, Danger Lee, Marquis Skelenar, Zachary. Available on all digital media outlets. The Juggling Rhythm. Get it, get it, get it.
It's Christina representing for DJ Kevin. You see me, I say, I don't know the boss. You see me, I say, DJ Kevin's Stew and the night shift radio show. Yo, it at the thing, turn up the thing loud. Whoa, DJ Kevin's Stew at the heart of a champion. Never underestimate, just choose him. The silver line behind the dark clouds. DJ Kevin's Stew, believe him, and that's no doubt. Salute the night shift radio show, Christina. Just heart it up loud. Kill the beast.
I want to welcome you back to the show. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Brand new music hailing out of Portugal. Artist goes by the name of Mauricio Diaz.
Glória, essa é nossa vitória. O rei está sentindo saudade dos seus filhos. Mandou seus mensageiros, leve sua carta. Percorre em todos os lugares, enfrente os rios e mares. Suba os montes, desça os penhascos, clame em voz alta até que seja ouvido o que o rei tem escrito. Ele sente falta dos seus filhos, encontrar serão o que se havia perdidos. Mas o rei chora, chora, chora por cada um de nós. Vinde todos vós cansados, oprimidos, criança, jovem, velho. Deixe os seus prazeres, voltemos juntos a alegrar o coração do vosso rei, do vosso rei, do vosso rei. Rei, louve ao rei, celebre ao rei. Vinde todos.
The track is called Salve. Take it once more from the top. Translated roughly, save the king. Some people going, what? Stu, you speak Portuguese? You'd be amazed at the things I can do.
Oh, glória, oh, salve o rei. Oh, Cristo, nossa vitória.
This segment of the show is brought to you courtesy of JTMC Enterprise. Thanks, Joanna Marie and crew.
Nossa vitória. O rei está sentindo saudade dos seus filhos. Mandou seus mensageiros, leve sua carta. Percorre em todos os lugares, enfrente os rios e mares. Suba os montes, desça os penhascos, clame em voz alta até que seja ouvido o que o rei tem escrito. Ele sente falta dos seus filhos, encontrar serão o que se havia perdidos. Mas o rei chora, chora, chora por cada um de nós. Vinde todos vós cansados, cansados, oprimido, criança, jovem, velho. Deixe os seus prazeres, voltemos juntos a alegrar o coração do vosso rei, do vosso rei, do vosso rei. Rei, louve ao rei, celebre ao rei. Vinde todos vós cansados, oprimidos, o vosso rei vos aliviará, o vosso rei vos aliviará. Rei, louve ao rei, celebre ao rei. Vinde todos vós cansados, oprimidos, o vosso rei vos aliviará, o vosso rei vos aliviará. O rei está sentindo saudade dos seus filhos, mandou seus mensageiros, leve sua carta, percorre em todos os lugares, enfrente os rios e mares. Oh, sobre os montes desça os penhascos, clame em voz alta até que seja ouvido o que o rei tem escrito. Ele sente falta dos seus filhos, encontrar serão que se havia perdidos. Mas o rei chora, chora, chora por cada um de nós. Vinde todos vós cansados, oprimidos, crianças, jovens, velhos. Deixe os seus prazeres, voltemos juntos a alegrar o coração do vosso rei, do vosso rei, do vosso rei. Rei, louve ao rei, celebre ao rei. Vinde todos vós cansados, oprimidos, o vosso rei vos aliviará, o vosso rei vos aliviará. Rei, louve ao rei, celebre ao rei. Vinde todos vós.
Just got a message from one person saying, hey, I really like this track.
O rei vos aliviará. O vosso rei vos aliviará. Oh glória.
Salve o rei.
Oh salve o rei. Oh glória. O vosso rei vos aliviará.
And Mauricio is really a gospel artist out of Portugal. Just to clear that all up, so, you know, just people wondering, yeah. You wish you understood it. You know what? Sometimes you don't even have to understand it. You know, we listen to music from all over the world, and somehow, if it reaches you, if it touches you a certain way, it just touches you. And if not, it doesn't. But what I can tell you about this particular track is, see, I had some additional information on it here. If I could just find it. Okay, having a moment. But as I babble on, get it? Babble on. Yeah. Roughly, what the song talks about is the king is free, is feeling longings of his children. It ordered his messengers to take the letters out to the people. And they go afar over rivers and seas, climb the hills and go down the cliffs, cries out aloud until they're heard. What has the king been writing? He misses his children and wishes they would find their way. And what had been lost? Those that have been lost, the king cries for them. For each of them come, and you have tried, and the children have been oppressed from they were young, and persons being old men leave their pleasures and will return to cheer up the heart of the king. King praises a king, celebrate to a king. Come all tried and oppressed, the king will relieve you. Salve o rei. Yeah. Yeah, that took some effort. But thank you, Mauricio. Thank you. Gracias, brother. Gracias, hermano. But that's Spanish. In Portuguese, it's... Ooh, I was practicing earlier. No, it slips me. Anyway, thank you, bro. Yeah, it's slightly different in Portuguese. and it is in Spanish. There's some reggae that I have no idea what is being said. Raga, raga, raga. Listen, don't feel bad because there's some reggae that I don't know what is being said. And that's pretty much my take on it too. Raga, raga, raga. And I never thought I'd ever be at the point where I would say something like that. Because I figured that I was always hip to the music. And whatever was being said, I was right there on it. However, I don't know. With age, I have become my parents. Well, my father never really complained about things like that. My mother would be just like shaking her head. My grandmother, on the other hand, would be very vocal about it. So maybe I've become my grandmother. I don't know. Quite possible. But Mauricio Diaz, Salviore, believe me, that one will be played quite often. I will be playing that quite often. No two ways about it. All right, real quick. It's 23 minutes after the hour. Should I even bother? Yes, I should. How many of you guys know how to budget? How many actually budget? Well, the concept may be new to some. Some may have tried it in the past and fallen short. Some think about doing it but never really get around to doing it. But believe it or not, it's important. And you heard Sylvia in the previous segment mention, Sylvia Sharps, if any of you had missed it, was the guest in the previous segment. And she talked about running for Palm Beach commissioner, county commissioner, on a budget, an $8,000 budget, and recognizing that anything that you have to do, whether it is in a business or personally, if you have a budget, you stand a better chance of understanding where your funds are as you go on to handle these things. So it's really important. Now, it's best to think about budgeting as a marathon, not as a sprint. And doing it successfully requires perseverance, determination, and having a good foundation. Now, if your credit rating is lower than you would like it to be, and that's contributing to your budget goals, then there are credit repair methods that you can introduce while you're coming up with a budget. Creating goals and rewards is a way to increase your chances of successful budgeting. For example, you can set a goal to save a certain amount by spending less on extraneous expenses, like unnecessary shopping or dining out. And when you meet a savings goal, then you reward yourself within reason with a small purchase or just that, dining out. So we're going to look at some tips for creating a budget that will work for you. And no two budgets work with any one individual the same way. So my budget or my budget style may not work for you and yours may not work for me. But the idea is to have a budget. So you decide who needs to give your input or their input. You may not be the only one that needs to be involved in your budget. You may need to consult with a spouse. You may also want to solicit the advice of a financial planner or someone whose opinion you value and trust. In any case, those who will have influence need to be involved from Jump Street, from the get-go, from the I want to section of budgeting. That's where you say, I want to start budgeting. Yeah, from that part. When formulating your budget, start by taking stock of your annual expected revenue. If you have long-term investments, you may not want to take these into account, and since they will likely not be a part of your spending resources in the near future. Ultimately, what you want to end up with is a monthly budget that spells out your income and your expenses so that you know what you can spend and save. And this is an idea of what you're working with each month. Once you know how much you expect to make and spend annually, you can move to the next step. That is creating your monthly budget. So you start big. Alright, so you define your needs and your wants. When you start planning out your monthly budget, you're going to want to start by taking into account how much you have coming in versus how much is going out. And you start with the needs. These include your household bills, your mortgage, school loans, rent, utilities. These are your needs, basic needs. Keep in mind, certain bills will change from month to month. If you live in a seasonal climate, your gas bill will change, or your electric bill. Well, anywhere you live, your electric bill will fluctuate. Make sure to cushion your expected expenses and a lot for those kind of fluctuations. You'll also need to account for monthly necessities, including groceries and gas. Reviewing a few months' worth of a bank and credit card statement is a great way to get an idea of what you're spending and what your spending is like, and determine a reasonable average to plug into your budget. After you have nailed down the needs, any income that is left over can be split among the wants and the savings. The wants include entertainment expenses, the eating out, the movies, the clubbing, the shopping. And the rule most financial advisors recommend following is a 50-30-20 split. 50% of your take-home pay should go to your needs. 30, the wants, and 20% your savings. Now, you can tell that most of these financial experts are either not into church, or they put things like tithes in one of those categories. Which one? I guess to each individual, they choose their own. But 50% needs, 30% wants, 20% savings. You approach that any way you choose. While creating a budget can appear to be quite daunting, it can be done with some basic common sense and planning. And if you're having trouble making your monthly payments, even after creating a budget, and you find yourself overextended, then you definitely want to take an even closer look at your finances. And if your credit has already been negatively impacted, now you might want to consult with credit repair services to get some help. I myself am familiar with a particular credit service, and I can give you the information for that. If you give me a call, 773-789-STEW, you know the information, you know how to get in touch with me, 773-789-7839. I can connect you. You can email me, djkevinstew@gmail.com. You can hit me up on social media. Just look for me, DJ Kevin Stew. You'll find me. I'm not hidden by any stretch of the imagination. This segment was brought to you courtesy of JTMC Enterprise. Thank you guys over there at JTMC. We're going to take a quick little break and then we move into our musical therapy. And when I say quick, I mean real quick. We'll be right back after these messages. Did I say quick? Yeah, quick.
The award-winning Palace Peace and Love Academic Scholarship is appealing for your support to help educate one student at a time in Jamaica and the Caribbean.
Palace awarded 492 scholarships and several computers to university and high school students in Jamaica and the Caribbean over the past 7 years, valued at approximately 33 million Jamaican dollars, $250,000 US.
Importantly, our university graduates to date include 15 medical doctors, 10 lawyers, 6 engineers, and 15 fine arts students. Our goal is to award at least 105 scholarships in 2018.
Please partner with us to make this a reality for those well-deserving, hard-working students by making a tax-deductible donation online at www.palace1.org
or send a check to Palace, P.O. Box 5461, Alpharetta, Georgia 30023 USA, or telephone 770-744-2154.
Palace, preserving young minds for posterity.
When being in the moment is priceless, consider the ability to share that moment. If you can video it, you can broadcast it. And Pulse E-Media Group has the tools you need. Weddings, birthdays, funerals, graduations, church services, parties, seminars, you name it. Pulse E-Media Group can provide you with a secure medium controlled by you to broadcast your event. Contact us at www.pulsemediagroup.com for more information. Pulse E-Media Group, when being in the moment is priceless.
Don't want it to stop when Kevin Stew play. You know, say night shift, I do it, and you know me not leave it. Kevin, this one's for you. Big up yourself, Shauna Dazzle says so.
The sound of Shauna Dazzle. Oh my goodness. Where you really take this thing for, eh? One of the ladies that was featured on VP Showcase, VP Live Showcase, that was last weekend. Not yesterday weekend, not this weekend, not the past weekend.
Then you like me cause you're feeling alone. Me sit down and I watch you working your plan, getting me into position. You play like you're into me. Tell me say you want me, so we keep up the game. Tell me you like to kiss me, swear that you miss me, but after thought the truth's plain. I don't wanna be your.
This segment brought to you courtesy of the Wake Up and Live show. And Sir Rockwell kicks off at 7 a.m. tomorrow in the Artist Tuesday. Tomorrow in studio, the Black Panther himself, Mr. Vegas, will be in studio.
Like you don't see, I'm a wifey. All you want me to get me and see. No way.
Promoting his South Florida album launch, the Ism album.
All you do is pretend. So I actually thought that we could have something, but I'm the fool in the end. You and me lover, let me undiscover and see the two way you there. Stop with me out, but I know where you want. You can try the truth now and again. I don't wanna be your one night stand. You want me take it, I leave it, will take it, me I need it. Don't wanna be your part time. You want me take it, I leave it, will take it, me I need it. Don't wanna be your one night stand. You want me take it, I leave it, will take it, me I need it.
happiness it was there a while. Then from it went and slipped away. Happiness come back, I say. If happiness don't come, then I've got to go looking for it. Well,
this is new music coming at you from Joe Mercer Marley.
In my darkness, bring me sunshine. Before
courtesy of J-Vibe Music Productions.
I'm a hurting inside. No one feels my pain. Only Rastafari.
This one is called Hurting Inside.
Mind been the same. I'm a hurting inside. I'm a hurting inside. Cold days, stressful nights. More time I feel like light has thicker than they might. Instead my light must flip and then I feel alright. Well, happy me choice on what is right that me decide. Hey, up a paradise, let's chew the advice. Melodies and harmonies, them well precise. Hey, speaking from my heart and that you call insight. Only a few can open them eyes wide. We see you up is strong like the rock of Gibraltar. All this pain inside the way you feel go alter. To the most high alone and who you fi answer. Live life with love, happiness and laughter. If happiness don't come, then go looking for it. Well, you find it here is what you say.
If happiness doesn't come,
in my darkness,
go looking for it.
Before it gets carried away, I'm a hurting inside. No one feels my pain. Only Rastafari. No, I ain't been the same. I'm a hurting inside. I'm a hurting inside. You will never walk alone. Ooh. You will never walk alone. Ooh. You will never walk alone. Ooh. You will never.
20 minutes at the top of the hour. 20 minutes before I get out of here.
Rastafari will be with you. When you're abandoned, he won't leave you.
You will never walk alone. Trust and believe.
Just know I won't mislead you. Psalms are dead.
It's good to know who you have in your corner. Who's gonna stick around.
Justness always prevail. As I would say,
Give you a hand when you need it the most.
in my darkness, bring me sunshine. Before it gets carried away, I'm a hurting inside.
Once again, new music from Joe Mercer Marley, courtesy of J5 Music Production.
Rastafari.
Track is called Hurting Inside.
I'm a hurting inside. I'm a hurting inside. In my darkness, bring me sunshine. Before it gets carried away, I'm a hurting inside. No one feels my pain. Only Rastafari. No, I ain't been the same. I'm a hurting inside. I'm a hurting inside.
Oh, when the sun goes down and the moon gets bright and everybody in for the night, me need some company to make the mood feel right. Someone to squeeze up tight, yeah. Me need a nice
This is King Charles.
address and once yours is mine, me give you all access. Come and we take a ride, come and we drive out west. Are you alone?
Most recently added to the Code Red vocal lineup. This track is called Still Searching.
I want her to be my girl. Oh, and together we rule the world. We rule the world. Come and we take a break from the up and down. Come and we take a short tune Spanish town. Me are the king, so I you can wear the second crown. Me I gonna pick your way up and when I come down. Hey. Because of you me like, and me I sit down and I pray to make you be wife. So do me right and make sure you be right. And me I tell you how me feel on a Tuesday night. Oh, oh. I'm still searching for true.
I'm telling you how I feel on a Monday night.
Someone who sent from above. I want her to be my girl. Oh, and together we rule the world. We rule the world.
I had the pleasure the distinct pleasure of meeting one of the members of this group last night.
Before I could run, I found you already settled down in the back of.
The name of this group is called The Wild Tree.
I know this is just a customary feeling. The moon is out.
The track is called If I Didn't Know Any Better.
Leave you running blind.
And all things being well,
Your heart is falling.
come next Monday,
If I didn't know,
you guys will get to meet the whole group.
falling.
Yep.
Deeper and deeper, it's true. I hear you calling. If I didn't know any better, and I'd be in love with you. Didn't want to look in the eyes of the one that I would be drawn to. I'm a moth lost in a fire. I know this is just a beautiful illusion, a case of the confusion between love and desire. Your heart is falling. If I didn't know any better, I'd be falling. Deeper and deeper, it's true. I hear you calling. If I didn't know any better, and I'd be in love. When the flame burned down and set I can hear you, baby, calling, and you forget I ever came around. Your heart is falling. If I didn't know any better, I'd be falling. Deeper and deeper, it's true. I hear you calling. If I didn't know any better, I'd be in love with you. Here's my story that's never been told. I'm no longer a child, I'm grown old.
This is the sound of Empress Unique.
Looking out of the window at so many lost souls.
She was also hanging out last night as we celebrated
Wondering what's
the Earth date of Bobby Rose.
and if it's ever been told. Listening to people that don't really know. 'Cause my story's never been told. I lived a life that many didn't know. I shared a smile, they even said it close. But deep down inside is where my pain shows. Not in my lover, you know. Deep down inside is where the pain shows. Not in my lover, you know. There's three sides to a story, but you can hold what you hold. I lived a life that many didn't know. I shared a smile, they even said it cold. But deep down inside is where the pain shows. Not in my lover, you know. Deep down inside
never been told. Remember, there's three sides to this story. I lived a life that many didn't know. I should have smiled, they even said it goes. But deep down inside is where my pain shows. Not if my lover didn't know. Deep down inside is where the pain shows. Not if my lover didn't know. Looking out of this window, wondering what's their story. Listening to people that don't really know. I lived a life that many didn't know. I should have smiled, they even said it goes. But deep down inside, that's where my pain shows. That is my lover didn't know. Deep
Hear me tell us. You're so spiteful, girl. Every little thing you do fi hurt me. Well, you must feel say me don't know your plans. A good thing say me never thirsty, lad. Cause if me never break away, you gon' make a way. Me know me heart would have burn up like a crane. But now me you know Superman, me not gon' save your day. You shoulda listen to the words me say. So me tell yourself to move on. And me say don't come back, you know.
One more from King Charles.
You know the thing shot, you know.
The track is called Move On.
I know the fire go burn you like a pot, you know. Move.
See, I had a problem with me before I got this success, you know.
You only love me cause you know the thing shot, you know.
And now I have it, you want to come hang around. Listen,
I know the fire go
move on.
It a go burn because you don't know who you want to be. It a go burn. You shoulda never diss the eye, you know you see. It a go burn. You just want to say you're good because of me. It a go burn. I know me nah give you no apology because you never love me and me know. But it come me like you never really know to make it show. Well, watch you know, my girl, you're too slow. Well, but I just saw the story go. So me tell yourself, move on. And me say don't come back, you know. You only love me cause you know the thing shot, you know. Move on, me shoulda never tied the knot, you know. I know the fire go burn you like a pot, you know. Move on, and me say don't come back, you know. You only love me cause you know the thing shot, you know. Move on, me shoulda never tied the knot, you know. I know the fire go burn you like a pot, you know. You say me are your king and you know what fi be me queen. Baby girl, tell me where you mean. You take man fi fool, but you want go live it up and live it dream. But I dream you a dream like Arlene. But what you know, I give you all my love, but you throw me heart away, throw me heart away. Me see clear, say you gruff, you want, and I say don't know when you hear me chant. So me tell yourself, move on, and me say don't come back, you know. You only love me cause you know the thing shot, you know. Move on, me shoulda never tied the knot, you know. I know the fire go burn you like a pot, you know.
Yeah, man, we are the parents, we are the home. Can't leave the youth them alone for room in a room. Yeah.
Can't leave the youth them to roam in Rome. I introduced this one to you last week. This is Earth Warrior featuring Winston McAnuff. It's called Time to Act.
Time to act and not pretend. The rights of the youth, defend them. Time to act and not pretend. The rights of the youth, defend them.
Many youths are turning to the streets, trying hard to make two ends meet, trying to turn their bitter into sweet.
act and not pretend. The rights of the youth, defend them. Time to act and not pretend. The rights of the youth, defend them.
Hey, mama and papa, take care of your child. Don't let them roam the street like animals in the wild, yeah. Remember, two is better than too many. So think with your brains, not your body.
Time to act and not pretend. The rights of the youth, defend them. Time to act and not pretend. The rights of the youth, defend them.
Many youths are turning to the streets, hustling hard, trying to make two ends meet, trying to turn the bitter into sweet. Cause clothes have to wear, yes, food have to eat, I tell ya.
Time to act and not pretend. Time to act. The rights of the youth, defend them. Oh, mama, time to act and not pretend. Don't turn a blind eye. The rights of the youth, defend them.
5 minutes before I gotta bounce out of here. What better way to do it? I want to thank you very much. The Hush Darling rhythm.
Trying to hold back this feeling for so long. And if you feel,
This is how I'm leaving you tonight.
baby,
Come on.
oh, come on. Woo! Let's get it on. Hey, babe. Let's get it on. I like the way you feel. Let's love, baby.
You'll only hear it here like this.
It's on. Bright and early 'cause the heat is on, yeah. And I know that you're ready. Let us lay it on now. Now that we are moving in the
groove. We're all sensitive people with so much to give. Understanding.
I want to thank you each and every one for sticking around the show.
Since we got to be here,
Thank you for your input. Thank you for your support. I'm back tomorrow
I love you.
with healthy love. All being well, Sean Garrity will come hang out with me. And we'll do what we do.
Baby, no, no. And giving yourself to me can never be wrong. If the love is true, oh, baby. Ooh, don't you know how sweet and wonderful life can be? I'm asking you, baby.
come out with my album soon. Just wait. All being well, it might just be a photo album, but an album nonetheless.
When I'm talking, come on, baby. Hey, let your love come. If you believe in love, let's get it on.
Good night, one and all. Good morning, good afternoon, good day to you, wherever you are in the world. I'm out of here. Is priceless. Consider the ability to share that moment. If you can video it, you can broadcast it. And Pulse E-Media Group has the tools you need. Weddings, birthdays, funerals, graduations, church services, parties, seminars, you name it. Pulse E-Media Group can provide you with a secure medium controlled by you to broadcast your event. Contact us at www.pulsemediagroup.com for more information. Pulse E-Media Group, when being in the moment is priceless.